Hello, today for review I've got yet another Bluetooth headphones made by MEEAudio. As you can see, model name is Matrix Cinema ANC. So it's an upgraded version of their fourth revision of Matrix Cinema, and as you can easily guess by this abbreviation, it has active noise cancelling. I reviewed Matrix Cinema some time ago, and I think it's a really good wireless headphones with high price to quality ratio, because this Matrix Cinema audio enhancer, it's digital signal processor that provides 4 different sound tunings, is a really good finding for those who prefer not audiophilic listening. This Matrix Cinema processor has 4 different modes: voice plus, clear voice plus. It's 2 levels of voice enhancement for movies, for example, or for people who have problem with ears, to increase the volume of voice. Also, they have bass boost mode and music mode. If I remember right, it's kind of V-shaped signature. And now they've added active noise cancelling, so it seems like a good offer. It also offers pretty good work time, up to 33 hours in simple mode without active noise cancelling, and up to 20 hours with active noise cancelling. In my tests I've got about 28 hours with regular Bluetooth connection and about 17 hours with active noise cancelling, so it's a pretty good figures. Price is $150. They are sold in the MEEAudio official site, and I think that's pretty much about specifications. Well, probably I need also mention that it supports aptX and aptX low latency, so it's a good plus for those who like to watch videos with them. Also AAC codec and of course SBC. Work range is about 10 meters when there is no walls, or about 8 meters with one thin wall. It's typical figures for Bluetooth 4.2. And now let's have a closer look. Box is almost the same as with regular Matrix Cinema. It's cardboard box with opening flip, but no transparent window inside, so just some description of different technologies used here. For example, here is frequency response charts for the different modes. So as you can see, clear voice and clear voice plus adding upper mids, and bass boost just boosting the low frequencies, and dynamic music mode, it's, as I've said, V-shaped signature. So polygraphy is nice, all features are listed on the box, everything is pretty traditional. Inside of this box you will have manual and typical MEEAudio case, pretty good one, protecting headphones from all problems if you want to carry them with you everywhere. Inside we will have headphones themselves and set of cables. USB cable for charging. Charging took about 2 hours, and a regular 3.5mm cable if you want to use them in wired mode. In this case you can use them as regular headphones, but you won't have this sound enhancement and active noise cancelling. It's just for the Bluetooth mode. In terms of build quality and all other stuff and wearing comfort and so on, Matrix is pretty basic, but it's done really nicely. It's mainly plastic, but there is a metal inside of headband, so it has enough durability. But gimbals are made of plastic, but it's really good high quality plastic. I used the second and third versions of Matrix actively, and now I'm using non-active noise cancelling version of Matrix Cinema, and I've got 0 issues with durability. So I think that it's a case when they did the right choice. Caps are swiveled, can be tilted and swiveled, so they have enough degrees of freedom. You can rotate them and carry them on neck, so everything is typical. Earbuds are a bit small, but for my ears it's still enough. They are really soft, made of good leather, so I really like it. They providing nice wearing comfort. Of course, as these headphones are closed back, there will be a slight problem with overheating, but like 5 minutes of rest will help you in this case. So on this cap there is a 3.5mm socket to connect the wire and the charging port, and also LED indicating that charging is in progress. On this cap there are main controls, so it's active noise cancelling switch, you can turn it on and off. Also there is on-off button, it uses also for playback control, for pairing and for all other stuff. This is volume controls, up and down. On long press it will switch the tracks. And this one is a Cinema Ear button. It's enabling Cinema Ear mode and toggling them. To turn the Cinema Ear off, just press and hold it for some time. Also here is another LED indicator showing that headphones are on, and this one is microphone port. What else I can say about them? Actually, microphone quality is normal, but of course it's not as good as in systems with two microphones. But anyway, when there is no much noise around you, your opponent will hear you really nicely. As you can see, they again using leather inserts on the outer side of cups. I like them more than denim ones. Same used here, pretty good headband with nice clamping force with really soft pad, providing good seat. Passive noise isolation is pretty good, it will be enough even on noisy streets. Of course, these headphones, as any other modern models, has this voice control. When you turn them on, they will say you that they are turned on, they will tell you the charge level. But luckily MEEAudio thought about people who can get annoyed, so you can turn this LED indicator off, you can turn voice notifications off too if you'd like, so nothing will interrupt you from your music or from your movie or what you are doing in them. Pairing is simple, it's traditional, it's fast, and actually you can pair them with two devices, toggling between them quickly. It's typical. Some time ago I've made a video about few additional features of these headphones. I will put links into description, so if you'd like to learn about them in more details, it will be available. And of course about the sound. You know, it's not audiophilic model, it's sound defined first of all by Bluetooth technology, because you know the most noticeable impact of Bluetooth is the treble. So these headphones try to compensate that, but anyway wired connection will be better in terms of pure sonic. We are still somewhere at the point where you have to sacrifice a bit of sound quality in exchange to wireless connection. But as I have said in my previous reviews, you know, I'm really okay with this sacrifice, because for me music is the most important thing, and I'm okay to listen to music with a bit reduced quality when I can connect headphones wirelessly. So let's connect them. As you can see, voice assistant working pretty good, and it's connected. You see aptX HD codec is present. You know, this time I will probably skip this part with tracks examples and all other stuff like that with my typical sound description, because we are speaking about wireless headphones, and because the most interesting features here isn't probably the sound quality, but actually Matrix offers pretty nice sound, especially in this music mode. I like this bit V-shaped tuning. It's really engaging with forward low frequencies, with a slight accent on the treble. They have nice resolution, good weighty bass, not perfect, but good resolution on low frequencies. On the mids too, treble of course is simplified, but first of all because of Bluetooth connection, definitely. But with this slight bump that gives this music enhancement mode, it's really enjoyable, and it balances low frequencies nicely. You know, it's kind of imperfection, but it's still acceptable. I want to highlight once again that it's not because of headphones themselves. It's what you pay for the Bluetooth connection. So more interesting things at my taste, in my opinion, is some subjective notes. First thing that I must admit, it's that it's good to have aptX low latency codec, because it's working really nicely with music, with videos, almost zero lag, and it's really good. Another nice thing is that music modes, actually not music, it's this cinema ear mode. So as you can hear, all presses turn toggling modes, and it's good. And almost all modes I am using constantly, because, you know, with electronic music, bass boost mode is pretty fun and engaging. They actually select proper amount of boost. They becoming a bit bass heavy, but not muddy and not too distorted in terms of sound. Clear Voice and Clear Voice Plus modes are great with movies. You know, I'm watching movies in translation, and its common problem is that loudness of translation is below that level, below the level of special effects, especially if it's some action movie, for example. All that shots, gunshots, blasts are more loud than the voice themselves, and this Clear Voice and Clear Voice Plus mode allows you to hear everything better. And also what I like is that this bass boost mode is really good with some games. I'm not a gamer, my top level is some casual games on iPad, but with these games, bass boost mode is really impressive and pretty fun. And this music mode is probably the best option to watch some concerts on the YouTube, or listen to some not super audiophilic recordings. It's fun, it's V-shaped, it's not something stellar, it's a bit color representation, but it's really enjoyable. But probably the main question is that active noise cancelling, because, you know, only few companies in the world managed to create good noise cancelling schema. And even MEEAudio sometime a few years ago tried to create headphones with active noise cancelling, but it was working well, probably on the average level or even a bit below that. For these headphones, as far as I know, MEEAudio licensed this noise cancelling chip from some company in the Europe that created a lot of pretty good solutions for other companies. I'm not familiar with some details, so I won't be speculating on them. But anyway, this time this active noise cancelling is pretty good, especially for this price. Unfortunately, I don't have an opportunity to compare with Sony and Bose models with active noise cancelling, because I only tested Bose some time ago. But here noise cancelling does its job, not perfectly, but at least pretty nice. I've spent some time sitting on my balcony and waiting for the train to come. I live near the railroad, and from time to time trains are passing by, and it's probably the loudest noise I can get here. and this active noise cancelling, when it turned on, it's definitely reduce amount of low frequency noise. It's probably the most noticeable, because with high frequency noise, with some noise that goes in the treble area, actually passive isolation managed to minimize it pretty nicely, and only low frequency noise usually can get into the closed headphones. So in this case it reduces noise pretty noticeable, not to the perfect level, but when I will be in train or in the plane, I think it would be a really good addition. I will try to test them during my trips, and probably I can share my opinion more. And also I've got a construction site near my office, so they have a lot of loud noise, and these headphones also manage to reduce them pretty noticeably thanks to this active noise cancelling. And what I also like, that when I turn this mode on, it doesn't impact sound much. If I got it right, it disables this cinema air mode, because it sounds like this mode is off. But besides that, there is no big impact on the sound, because with both headphones that I've tested a few years ago, when you turn this mode on, sound became really unrealistic and a bit too metallic. And here sound remains probably almost on the same level when active noise cancelling is off, or it changes really not in a big way. So probably to summarize everything, if you're looking for wireless headphones with active noise cancelling and for some inexpensive model with good price to quality ratio, MEEAudio as usual got your back, because MEEAudio are always great in creating really cost efficient models, and I like that that such company exists. As you can see, headphones are nicely built, offers really good features like this cinema ear mode. They have normal connection quality, pretty good engaging sound, especially with this cinema ears mode, pretty efficient active noise cancelling, and a lot of other features to please the heart of listener. It's not audiophilic model, but for me they are still really good, because it's better to listen to music without with a bit of coloration and with not perfect treble, but without outer noise. And of course I'm really okay to sacrifice a bit of quality in exchange to the wireless connectivity. So I really recommend you these headphones if you're looking for some cost-efficient active noise cancelling model. Thank you for attention.